All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cut. 180. We got tight left, tight left. Hey, boys, we got four down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Got him.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got four. Check Nick. Watch this.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here goes tonight. 180. Check Maverick. Check hot route. Hot. Go, 12. Let's go.
For the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Like 20. 16. I'm coming 16.
Goff now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Tonight, 180. Tight end left. Even.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's It's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Right there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense is able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, yeah.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Heavy. Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Whirling.
Goff on 3rd down. And James has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I see you. Cut. Black 20. Watch the ship. Watch value 1. Watch the ship.
Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
4 down. Check. Showing it. Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
Get out of here, man.
Seven, our score after 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
White 20. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, Eula. Check 4.
To throw Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down.
Back to Cannon again on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Check. Crunch.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Let's go.
They'll try to run the first with him. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
Check, 43. Time to go, night. 43 is the mic.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch twist. Here go, trip left. I got him. That's me. Mike's 43. Check.
Running from the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Tight on the left. Deep. Move. 4 down. Trip left. Check 50. We out.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Hey.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on third. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey! 43 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Derrick Henry.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Tiger. Where you at? Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Touchdown, Titans. Tavon Austin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control. How about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go. Yeah, we dominate today.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Super.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Check. Value three.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Like 20.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. This is Cannon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Cut. 180.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
4 down.
Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Goff. He'll drop this one out to Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, Shell.
Back to throw. Goff. Got an open man, it's Radley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Single, slot.
Hey, Shell.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Ric Flair.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. A first down for Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The mic. Coming for you.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
Hey, tighten down.
Hey. Out. Where you at?
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Good work. Here you go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That catch good for only a couple.
Maverick.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, check 20.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Goff. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's the way. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Check, 47. Go.
Again, it's Henry. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
I know you felt that.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.